So let's just say their living expenses have to be paid every month. So we got to take that out. And then we're going to take out the interest. And I'm just going to say the interest is just high. I'm going to leave all kinds of room for error. And I'm going to say, okay, the interest, the average is going to be about $1,200 per month for interest. Okay, so you take 10,200. Subtract out the 4,000 expenses that you're going to have to pay, and then the 1,200 in interest, that would be the high. And guess what? $5,000 is going to be your cash flow. All right. So then you would take $283,000, divide it by 5,000. What does that give you? 283 divided by 5,000. Oh my gosh, is that 56.6 months to pay off? 56.6 months to pay off? $283,000 when they only had $609 in cash flow when we first began? Wait, hold on. 56.6. Let's divide that by 12 months. 4.71 years. They're going to be completely out of debt in less than 5 years, but they had 25 years left on their current mortgage. And we have people out there saying that don't go from that 3% mortgage to an 8% line of credit. That's just silly. That's just silly. You need to keep paying that mortgage because that 3% is so much cheaper than that 8%. Is it? Is it? Do you know what happens when they have an emergency? Maybe, 2 years from now, maybe in 3 months, they're going to be able to fall back on this beautiful line of credit. And they're going to be able to pull out the monies that they've let sit in here, working down the balance, making their interest charges a whole lot less. They're going to be able to reach into this account and say, thank you, Lord. I'm so glad that I had $10,000 available to me because I needed it. Oh my goodness, I lost my job. What am I going to do? Oh, that's okay. I'll just live off of my line of credit until I get my job. Okay? It doesn't get any easier financially when you're using the line of credit and you're using it correctly. It's a game changer. And you know what? I am not getting anything for you guys watching this information right now. Totally on my time. It's 2:24 p.m. Eastern time, and I am not getting paid right now because I'm not sitting working one-on-one with a client. I'm taking time to go over these numbers with you so that you can see that you too can be out of debt very, very quickly. 5 days, not days, years, 5 years, less than 5 years compared to 25 years. There's no comparison. Nobody watching this right now would say, oh, yeah, well, let's just go back to the mortgage because, I like that. I like that monthly payment. I just like that. And I just feel like I'm really accomplishing great things in the world by giving the bank that monthly payment that they're asking me for. And, I just like thinking I have 25 years left until I got my home free and clear. Oh, yeah, I really, no, not one of you is sitting there saying that right now. If you are, bless you. What you are saying is, how can I do this? How can I do this? You can do this by finding if you own a home and you're wanting to find out how this is going to look with your numbers, find a first lien lender, an all-in-one lender. For goodness sake, get a basic line of credit and start chunking off your mortgage. You don't have a spending problem. You don't have a spending problem. You have an interest problem. Do you see that when you get rid of the interest or most of it down to 8%, that you're going to get out of debt? Those movies, those vacations that your family wants to take, you're going to have them. You're going to have them. You're going to live financially again. You're going to be excited financially again. You're just in the wrong tool at the bank. You're in the one they want you to be in. That's why when you walk into the bank and you say, hi, I want to see if you have personal lines of credit, they're going to say, you really don't want to do that. They're high. That's high interest. That's an 8%. That's a 12%. Why don't you just go with this little baby one over here? It's a lie. And I'm not saying the people that work in the bank are doing that on purpose. I'm saying they don't know any better either. Just like I didn't know any better, you may not know any better. That's why we're all here together right now, is to get educated and learn the different options that we have for debt elimination. I don't believe that one American, and maybe even in another country, because I have you guys contacting me too, but I don't believe that you're a spender. I don't believe you're a spender like they've made you to believe you are. I don't think it's your fault.